Well, I'd like to start off by welcoming everyone, and a nice little bit of a blustery day, but not too bad. It's a lot warmer than it has been, so we're appreciative of Mother Nature over that. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome the residents of this establishment. They're the most important ones, and they're really the reason why we're here today. So welcome to all of you, and the cookies and the coffee go a long way, too, for the drive back to Charlottetown for me. But I appreciate it. I'd like to recognize, obviously, Bobby Morrissey, the MP for Egmont, Tina Mundy, my colleague, Minister Bigger, and Chris Palmer. If he's not too disruptive, we'll leave him in here. And also Mayor Basil Stewart and the councillors. Part of this, thank you. So we're here today to make some announcements, and or at least one announcement, and hopefully more to come. And I can tell you there will be more to come because it is an important initiative for our government. And but without the collaboration and cooperation of, first of all, the federal government, provincial government, and our departments, and there's some workers that are here today at Atina's shop as well, and at my shop, and I'm actually on the chair of the Cabinet Committee on Housing, and that's why I'm standing before you today. But there's a lot of collaboration that goes into these announcements and into these projects that are so broad. Development is not easy. We live in a climate where development takes time and planning, and that's what we're into now, and it's extremely important to remember that. We'd like things to move a lot faster than they do, obviously, but sometimes planning and development, but the collaboration and cooperation between the federal, provincial, and municipal governments is extremely important, and we're very thankful, and I as a politician am very thankful for everything that everyone has done in this room. So without further ado, I want to introduce Minister Mundy, who's from the area and very proud to be here today and speak on behalf of Family Human Services and Housing.
Thank you, Heath, and thank you for making the trek up to Summerside today, because we all know that it takes much longer to get from Charlottetown to Summerside than it does from Summerside to Charlottetown. So, so it's always glad when we can get a minister from Charlottetown up this way. So thank you for getting here today, and I want to thank Bobby Morrissey, my colleagues Chris and Paula, City Council. Looks like we have you out in full force as well, and residents here of this seniors unit on Frank Mellish. Glad to see you all come down today and make sure that you stay and eat up those cookies, because if you don't, Chris will take them, and he shouldn't be having any more. So I'm very, very excited to be here in my hometown of Summerside to announce this new project, 32 new seniors units that we will be building, and just adjacent to your property here. Yes, very good. And as my colleague Heath mentioned, this is a multi-million-dollar investment, and it is a true collaboration between the federal government, the municipal government, and many departments within our government as well. And I want to thank the Honourable Minister Paula Bigger, who is the Minister of Transportation, Infrastructure and Energy, for her department, for her hard work, and her department's hard work in getting the design process out so quickly so that we could put it out to tender. The tenders are due to be in at the end of this month, so as soon as we get those back in, we'll be able to roll out more details of when we will be breaking ground. But I can tell you, as Minister McDonald said, this is an absolute most important initiative on behalf of our government. Housing is our top priority when it comes down to our priority list. And I can tell you that everyone in our government, as well as the municipal government and federal government, are looking at Prince Edward Island right now and the number of initiatives that we have in the hopper and working collaboratively well. We will be building these units on our own. Government will be publicly owned, and we will also be managing them as well. This will expand our social infrastructure energy. We will be collaborating many more times with developers and landlords, but this one will be one that we will be taking on our own. And it is going to continue to expand, and we will continue to be Prince Edward Island's largest landlord. We are very pleased that we are on track to meet our goal of adding 1,200 new affordable units as part of the 5-year Housing Action Plan. And we will be doing this, as I said, in partnership with municipalities, the federal government, landlords, private developers, and our community partners, our NGO community as well. We are a caring island, and when there is an issue or a challenge that is put forward, we see everyone step up to the plate, and we are seeing that with the challenges that we are facing in housing right now. So I want to thank everyone for their input and for their time and for rising to the challenge. Community and home is near and dear to each Islander's heart, and we will continue to improve the affordable housing situation on Prince Edward Island, and we will do this together. We will do this in collaboration, so together we will all thrive. So thank you again for being here today, and stick around afterwards, maybe do a little bit of mingling. So take care.
Thank you, Tina. Now I'd like to call upon Federal MP Bob Morrissey.
Thank you, Heath. Thank you all for coming. Good day, everyone. Bonjour, bonjour à tous. It's great to be here today with my colleagues from the Government of Prince Edward Island to participate in this very significant announcement, probably the largest housing announcement in the city of Summerside. So far, yes. Yeah. More. Well, that's very good. But when I was campaigning during the 2015 election, one of the issues that I heard over and over again was from people saying we need more affordable housing options, primarily for seniors in this part of Prince Edward Island. And that was a situation, that was an issue that resonated with me and stayed with me during the campaign. And it's a priority that I identified shortly after being elected, and it was a priority that I wanted to work with the province and the municipality on. And I know in the last while, I've had a meeting with Mayor Stewart and some of the council on the issue of housing here in the city of Summerside and how we could use housing to redevelop the city of Summerside. So being here today, our government obviously is very, very committed to seniors. And let me just restate some of the initiatives that the Government of Canada, your government, has made in the last number of years. First of all, we restored the age of eligibility for old age pension and guaranteed income supplement to age 65 from 67, when the previous government was going to move that all the way up to age 70. The old age pension program and the guaranteed income supplement nationally, does anybody here in the room would have an idea on what that expenditure is within the Government of Canada? It was a number that I was not aware of until I began looking at what it is, because as you're aware, we also increased the guaranteed income supplement for single seniors by 10% in our first budget. But the old age pension plan and guaranteed income supplement is a $54 billion annual expenditure to the Government of Canada to seniors. And it's an expenditure that our government is committed to grow where we can. And the fact that we removed it back to, or reduced it to age 65 again, was a several $billion commitment to seniors across the country. because we believe as a government that seniors have the right to retire and live in dignity. And it's facilities such as this that allows you to do that. This facility, which the new one will be pretty well a carbon copy, am I right, Tina, on this, is a beautiful residence here in Summerside. It's a facility that you know you're safe in. So I'm pleased to represent the Government of Canada and my colleague, Minister Duclos, in participating in this official announcement. It's a 32 unit. They tell me I can't announce the money, but let's say it's north of $5 million. And the Government of Canada is contributing in partnership with the province of Prince Edward Island. And as Minister Mundy pointed out, our government has renewed a number of housing agreements with the government of Prince Edward Island in the range of multi-million dollars over the next number of years to renovate existing facilities and well as expand the base right across the province. So I'm pleased to be part of that government that recognizes that investing in infrastructure is extremely important. And when I was looking at the numbers, since 2016, in the Summerside region, the Government of Canada has invested now over $30 million in infrastructure projects and economic development projects within the Summerside region since 2016. Those have all led to a vibrant economy here in this part of Prince Edward Island and a growing population base here within the dynamic city of Summerside. So again, I'm pleased to be here with my colleagues, Chris, Tina, Paula, and Heath, and work with this government. As you may be aware, when we formed the government in 2015, the province would be aware of that, we had significant agreements. It was almost impossible to get the money out the door. There was literally over around 300 million, was about 200 and some million dollars in infrastructure agreements that could not move into projects because the criteria put in place by the former government was so stringent that money could not be spent. The province led the charge on negotiating and insisting with Ottawa that those criteria did not meet unique demands of Prince Edward Island. We listened and we changed all those criteria to work collaboratively with the province in ensuring that essential infrastructure was built in this province in a timely fashion and in a well-planned fashion. So I'm pleased to be part of that government. I'm pleased to be part of a government here in PEI that understands negotiation and understands investing in communities all across Prince Edward Island in infrastructure that will pay dividends for years and years to come. So again, I'm pleased to be here with you today and with my colleagues in this. This is a very significant announcement. These announcements do not happen every day or every week. And so to the city and to, of course, the residents that will be here in this community, this is a good day for you, and it adds to the growing neighborhood in this part of the city of Summerside, and that's important. So again, thank you to my provincial colleagues for allowing us to participate in this announcement. And yes, I'm looking forward to a number of other announcements with the province. We've got a number of exciting housing initiatives that would be fundamentally transform the city of Summerside, and that's something I'm looking forward to in the not too distant future. So once again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be with you today, and looking forward to those times to come. Thank you, Minister MacDonald.
Yes, I'll be coming back up for more cookies and coffee, Bobby, in the near future, I hope. Yeah, well, I live in Cornwall, so it's all good. It's all good. No, I will reiterate the cooperation and collaboration between the three levels of government and going forward, private developers and non-for-profits. It's extremely important. Any government, any lone government can't do this alone. So you need that partnership to be successful in this, especially in something this important. I can tell you that this government, our government, is committed to ensuring that everyone, no matter age, socio background, has a safe, clean place to live. And that's our mandate of my committee that we're on and working with our other ministers, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And we will be back. And I was adding up as you were talking, Bobby, there's going to be over 90 new units in the Summerside area, and maybe even more, that we hope to cross the finish line with that cooperation and collaboration. So I thank you for being here today, and we'll continue to grow Summerside. And I believe Summerside has always been a place to grow, and the economic value and connecting one another in these communities and maintaining our communities and maintaining you people in your community is such an important aspect of life on PEI. We're not that big, so let's get her done. Thank you.